Hi, welcome to Gear Gripe. I'm here to talk with you about the gripes that I have about bags. I'm on a journey trying to find like my perfect system for an iPad 13 and a 16-inch MacBook Pro that's huge with like little pouches on the front. And so I've gotten to the point that I put away my Peak design. It's too big and I got a TomTalk and I've been using that for the last 6 months to a year, just trying to figure out what works for me. So I've kind of ended up in a good place. I'm very excited. This has been a very, very long journey, very frustrating, dealing with companies, them keeping my money, kind of having to get my money back. And it's just been very frustrating, all the fine print. And so I'm going to share with you what my gripes are about the Aer City Pack Pro 2. I did not get the Aer City Pack 2 because I wanted the dedicated laptop compartment. For me, that is a no-brainer. Plus, I like the Able Carry better, and that does not have a dedicated laptop compartment. So for this was a no-brainer. I'm going to share with you most of my gripes. I'm not going to take you through the bag. I don't know about zippers and all that good stuff. I just know what works and what doesn't work. I have 4 teenagers, 5 kids, and I do work hybrid. And I had an extra job that paid some extra money, so I paid for bags and credit card to prove it. And I have to say, they keep your money a long time, and it's kind of frustrating. And then the return process and just all of it. So I get why people are doing this and watching all these videos, is you want to make a good choice. You don't have to go through all that hassle. And I did. I've gone through it for like the last 6 months, and I have an Aer City Pack Pro 2. None of my 4 teenagers like the bag. They think it's ugly. So that's your decision if you like it or you don't like it. For me, this works for the office. And when I do have to go in, the Able Carries, the ripstop, it's loud, it doesn't look good, and they fall over. A bag that stands is everything. This bag stands. Now, not all Aer bags stand, but the Aer City Pack Pro 2 stands beautifully. The Aer City Pack 2, not the Pro, does not stand as well. I wanted a bag, no matter what, you set it down and it stands. Because when you go to a meeting and you set your bag down and it falls down, no. And there is not always a place to put your bag so it does not fall down. People say, oh, there's always a wall, a chair, or that. Not necessarily, at least not in my world. And you want it just to stand up when you're leading a meeting or you're in a meeting. You just bend down, grab your laptop, and you're done. I don't like the Evergoods because of the side access, though. It does not work for me. So this works for me because it's top access. My laptop is very secure. Only when I go to the office do I need a dedicated, documents compartment. I like that the front does not go all the way down. I thought I would hate that. I love it. I love that there is no like black hole and just everything gets lost. I like this. I never thought I would, but when I open it, I know I'm not going to be overwhelmed, which is something huge for me because I don't have time to be switching everything in my bags. I don't have time to where do I put that? Oh, I don't have time. And I do like this. I like that however I swing it around, I can find my keys easily. But this is Gear Gripe, not all the things I like. But I had to talk about it standing up because it's just stuff. Let me tell you what I don't like. Things I don't like are this logo here. My daughter said, one of the first things she said is, it looks like Nike. It's cheap. She didn't like it. The other thing they didn't like about it, and I would agree, it's the material is like pretty. It's good for the workplace, but I don't enjoy Cordura. I don't like the material. I got caught in the rain for just a tiny bit, and I did not like the way the water sat on it. The water up here, when the water got on it, it just sunk into these little like crevices up here, and it just stayed. And it just made me nervous. I just didn't like the water when it hit it, and it took forever, in my opinion, to dry, especially compared to some of the other bags. So I would never take this out if I thought it was going to rain at all. And I don't like that. One reason why I got it is I really wanted the outside water bottle pockets because Able Carry does not. But let me tell you what doesn't work about them, which I've not seen this in a video, which I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen this in a video. But these water bottle pockets are not well made. I don't like them personally. It makes me not want to take my water bottle. Because when you go to put a water bottle in, and of course you're not using one this tiny, but I have this for my Able Carry 13. And so it's what I had on hand. And so when you take this and you put it in and you have a bigger water bottle, it catches on this almost every single time. I would have said to make this entire part right here, this elastic all the way, but it catches every time. And every time I use it, I'm like, oh my gosh, because it's super frustrating. And I don't like that. It's very annoying. The other thing I don't like about this bag is, and this is a nitpick, I get that. I agree with what other people said. These are way too long, and I think I'm just going to cut them off. I bought some cheapy, as you can see here, off of Amazon, and I like these so I can find out where everything is, but way too many zippers. But not only that, they're way too big. Again, I don't travel overseas. I don't travel international. I would not take this bag I would never take this bag international ever. So I have a feeling these are going to end up getting cut off, and I'm going to end up just putting something like this on. Or just cut them. I think what I might do is just cut them and make them smaller. I don't like these. They are constantly going into one another. They constantly, look at me, look at that. They're constant, no, and I know in a perfect world, these would be here. In a perfect world, these would always be over here, and you could keep them all separate, but I don't live in that world because I have 5 kids and I'm very busy. But I find that there's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They all end up at the top because that's realistic for me. And there's just too many. These are too big. I do like this. This is nice. I like that it's not a huge black hole. And I like this. I like that this is shallow. I like the zipper. But I do not like these water bottle pockets, which are a huge downer to me. The aesthetic, Cordura, not so much. I agree with my kids. I don't like the branding. Let me tell you the other thing I just do not like about this bag, which Able Carry knocks it out of the park. I will say too, some people say they don't like both of these. I do, because when I stick it in my truck and I go to pull it out, doesn't matter where I go, it's coming with me, which I love. 2 more things actually I don't like about it. It catches everything. I mean, lint, hair, you look at it wrong, it's got a scuff and it doesn't come out. Hair clings to it. So, and the other thing I don't like about it is I don't understand why Aer could not upgrade these right here. These little keepers for your straps, they are so cheap, especially the Able Carry. Able Carries are amazing. These are horrible. And then when you go to put it on, of course, it comes down. And I don't know if this happens to anybody else, but they always pop out. I don't know how it happens or what we're doing or what I'm doing wrong. These always come out. This always goes flying, and I'm always having to stick it back in. And it might be because I'm moving fast. I'm not really sure. But they're pretty pathetic and pretty cheap. They come out really easily, and they always come out. You've always got to put them back in. So I'm very hesitant to ever move my straps because they're just going to come flying out. And they're so cheap. Again, Able Carries are very different. I just happen to like those a lot better. And I do like this though, that it goes up and down. This sternum strap is really comfortable, and it straps really easy. But the things that I don't like about this bag are reasons why I don't use it much. Now here's the thing, I need it for when I go to the office and I'm working hybrid. I need it. It's just what it is. All the other bags I have just can't do what it does. I need to have my water easily in the car because I'm usually driving and eating, so I need that water bottle very fast. This has got my computer. It is high and tight in here, easy. It looks really good and it stands up straight. But I would never choose to use this bag if I was not going to work. And that is my gripe with it. So is it worth it for me to keep it for just those simple uses? Yeah, I mean, I would keep it for just that. And that's my daughter and I sat in the office where I am now for probably the last 3 hours. And we talked about all these bags. And if I could take one back, I could keep it, because it's our money. It's my money sitting on there. So my daughter and I just talked for hours about what I would keep and what I would send back. And I don't know if you get that if you've got a bag for free, because the stakes are low. And when you're spending your own money, you're going to talk about those things. So for me, my daughter said, is it really worth it if all you're doing is taking it to the office, stands up straight, and it fits in? And I told her, for me, yes, it was totally worth it. But I will say the things that I don't like about this bag would make me never carry it anywhere else. And so for that, I'm underwhelmed, to be honest. I mean, by the whole thing. The air is everywhere, and it has been underwhelming to me. These are great, but I would not call it a mattress experience at all. For me, I'm a little bit larger chested than most women, and I think a lot of the reviewers online are men, and I get that. I'm also older. I'm over 50, so maybe I just, maybe I have more creaks than most people and more bone aches. But for me, these are not a mattress experience. I did not find them overly exciting or good. I would not carry this for long periods of time. Maybe it's the newer version, but I found Able Carries to be much more comfortable. I do like the handles though. They are nice. For me, this is my gripes for the Aer City Pack Pro 2. Again, it's a fine bag. The one thing I use it for, it's worth it. but I would not use it for anything else. I hope that helps. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.